Hey everyone, welcome back to The Beauty Beat. For today's video, I'm going to be doing my second fall-inspired makeup look. I know Halloween is very quickly approaching, but I am not the type of creative in that I can't really do Halloween looks all that well. I don't do special effects. My brain just doesn't work that way. So I figured I'd just stick with fall makeup looks for this series. So for today, I had decided to do something, as you can see, very monochromatic with the cranberry kind of maroon kind of details. I really like it. Monochromatic is really a trend that people are latching onto right now. So again, really on trend. And what makes this look even better is that just about every single product I used here is affordable. You can get it either at the drugstore or for a really good price online. Like, everything about this look is great. You could pay for it. It's not gonna be, out of your budget, and you will look trendy wearing it. So if you wanna see how I got this very monochromatic, fall-inspired makeup look, then just keep watching. So, as you guys can see, I've already done one of my eyes off camera just because I had an idea of what I wanted to do with this palette, but I hadn't actually done it in practice. So I wanted to get it exactly right before I decided to show you guys my steps. So today we are going to be using one of my favorite new-ish purchases. This is from ColourPop. It is their Give It To Me Straight palette. And what I love about it is that it is filled with really warm tones, a lot of cranberries, really good colors for fall. So I decided to stick with really just two main shades on the lid. A couple of colors I used just a tiny bit to kind of blend everything out and make everything look really blended and seamless. But it's really, like I said, just those two main colors on the lid. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I did on this side. The color I'm gonna start with all over the lid on a big fluffy brush is the color TMI. It is a matte shade. It is a matte cranberry shade. And I'm just going to start sticking it literally all over my eyelid, but first I just realized I didn't prime my eyelid. So I gotta do that first, but then we'll take that TMI shade all over. All right, I guess sometimes my mind just moves faster than my hands. So now I'm gonna go ahead and take that shade TMI on a fluffy brush all over my lid. The reason I chose this wide fluffy brush is because I want to be able to kind of, how should I say this, like softly deposit the color on my lid just so that I get the saturation that I want exactly, and I'm not just plopping color down and then trying furiously to blend it out. I want to do things softly and just kind of build it up in order to get the saturation that I want instead of sticking it all down at once. Another reason I'm using this wider, fluffier brush is just so, as you can see, I'm bringing it up higher into my crease as well, just so I could start blending it through. So it's kind of doing double duty, it's fluffing the color on the lid, and I'm able to just blend through the crease with the same brush. All right, so I've built just this one color. It's just the one shade up into the crease and all over the lid to the desired, saturation or the effect that I want. Now I'm gonna go ahead and take the color Be Blunt. It is pretty much the same color as TMI, only a little bit darker, and it's a shimmer shade. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that all over the lid on top of this matte cranberry. All right, and as you can see, I did take this color a little bit into the crease just so that I knew I was getting the coverage all over the lid that I wanted, but I'm going to go ahead and take that same fluffy brush that I was using with the other cranberry shade and just kind of blend everything through. Now I'm going to take a fluffy brush, another fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to take a little bit of the color Frank, and truly just the littlest bit, and go along the outer edges to make sure everything is blended. And then I'm just going to take, like I said, pretty much the same tiny amount of product as I did with Frank with the color Truth Hurts with it, which is just a little bit lighter, and do the same thing. Just keep blending, blending until everything is seamless. This was pretty simple. Like, as you guys saw, I just really took two main shades that were pretty much the same color, and then took two, lighter browns to kind of blend everything together. But it's just a really simple, easy look. I think I'd like to deepen up the outer edges of my eyes just a tiny bit. So I'm going to do the same thing on both eyes now. I'm going to take the darkest color in the palette. It is a dark brown called Actually. And I'm going to just place it on the outer corners of my eye. All right, so I'm not going to completely finish the eyes now. I'm going to go ahead and start my base products just so that I could put my mascara on and stuff once my foundation and concealer are down and set. So today I'm going to mainly be focusing on using relatively affordable products. There are maybe 2 or 3 things here that are a little more expensive than others, but as I've talked about in other past videos that I've done, ColourPop is a really inexpensive brand, and this eyeshadow palette that I just used on my eyes, which has 12 shades, it's only $16, and that's actually really, really good for the quality. I really like ColourPop shadows, so I'm happy to pay, $15, $16 for some good shadows. And when it comes to foundation, I'm going to be using a foundation I have used in my videos before. It is the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Liquid Foundation. All right, so we're all blended out there. I'm going to go ahead and take my concealer next, of course. Today I'm going to be trying, or not really trying, I bought this late last week. Well, a little while ago by the time you guys finally see this video, but this is probably only my, I'd like to say like 3rd or 4th time trying this concealer, but so far so good. I bought it off of the recommendation of another person here on YouTube who I really trust their opinion. So this is the MILANI Conceal and Perfect Long Wear Concealer. MILANI kind of, I don't want to say like went viral, that's kind of an extreme, but they became really respected and pretty popular a couple years ago. But their Conceal and Perfect foundation really hit it big a couple of years ago. Really got really good reviews. A lot of people love it. I have not tried it myself, but when I saw that they had a concealer and not just the foundation, I figured I would give it a shot. So as you can see, it blends really nicely, it blends really easily, the color is nice for me, the coverage is nice, the wear is nice. I do really like it. right, I'm gonna go ahead and set my concealer and set some spots on my face where I'm gonna put more powder down using another affordable product. It is, where's my brush? Right here in front of me. It is the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Finishing Powder. I believe I've used this in past videos. I really like it. It's a nice everyday powder. It does have a tiny bit of coverage. It's not labeled as a translucent powder, but because I use the fairest shade, I don't see a ton of a color difference, but I really like the finish it gives. Just a good, like I said, everyday powder. All right, so before I continue with the rest of my face, now that my liquid products on my face are set, I'm going to finish off my eye makeup. First, I'm going to take again, another affordable product. We have not yet gotten to the few more pricier products that I have on the desk in front of me. So I'm going to line my eyes, both my top lash line and my waterline, using the ColourPop Cream Gel Liner in the color Stomper. It is just a nice neutral brown. I didn't really want to use black with this look, just 'cause don't really have a better reason than that. Just feeling brown today. All right, now I'm just going to do a quick blend on the lower lash line. I'm going to take the matte shades that I used all over the lid, and then the ones I did a little bit in the crease. I don't think I'm going to put any shimmer on my lower lash line. Take that color TMI again and get it pretty close to the lash line. All right, and then on the same brush, I'm going to go ahead and take a little bit of the color Truth Hurts, the lightest color we used. Just below that TMI shade. All right, next is mascara. If you've watched my past videos, you can already guess what I'm going to be using for mascara. It is my favorite L'Oreal mascara. I have been using a couple of different mascaras, or rotating some through lately, but this is my most affordable option, so that's why I stuck it in this video. Not just because I love it so much, but because it fits the affordable theme. Eyes are done. Really simple. Just you gotta do a lot of blending just to make sure that nothing looks too stark. But I really like that this look came together with pretty much just 2 or 3 eyeshadows. All right, so on to the rest of the face. I'll try and breeze through this. We're gonna be using an affordable bronzer today. It is from Maybelline. I believe I've used it in at least one other video. Here it is their City Bronzer. Just a nice light color for me. All right, so as you can see, just a really light bronzer. Just wanted to throw a little more life into my face, make myself look a little more alive instead of just flat with the foundation. I am looking a little powdery, so I'm going to go ahead and just do a quick set with some setting spray to kind of meld the powders into my face before before I finish with my highlighter and blush. For highlighter today, I'm going to be using the Essence Pure Nude Highlighter. This is really just a really good, how should I say this, everyday highlighter. Like, not everyone wears highlighter every day, I understand that. But I like to, even if it's just a tiny bit, to bring a little bit of light and a little bit of life to my face. What's great about this one, besides the fact that it's really affordable, is that it isn't sparkly. It is just a really nice sheen to the face. So it really can be worn, you know, like I said, every day without somebody saying like, oh, she's got like a full face of sparkly going out makeup on. Like, no, this is just really natural and really pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and throw some of that on my inner corners really fast. I'm actually gonna use my fingertip today. Perfect. All right, and to finish off my face, I'm gonna go ahead and take some blush. Now, since I wanted to kind of go with the affordable but also like monochromatic idea, which you'll see more with once I pair the lipstick and the eyes together, it'll all come together. But I wanted to use a very pink blush, not very peachy, which is what I usually tend to go towards. So I found a blush in my collection, which I have had for years. It is from the Clinique. Clinique was the very first makeup I used, just because I really like the fact that it's, you know, hypoallergenic, it doesn't break me out. It's really good for sensitive skin, which is what I have. So I've been using this since I started wearing makeup. This is just their soft pressed powder blush. I've totally hit pan on this, but I do like to use it every once in a while. All right, so just a little soft wash of blush, nothing too intense today. So before I put my lipstick on and set my face and be done, of course I have to do my eyebrows, which I will speed you guys through since everyone does their eyebrows differently. I just like to use a pencil, as I've said plenty of times before. So for today, my affordable option for eyebrows is the L'Oreal Shape and Fill angled pencil, the one that's kind of like a triangle or like a diamond shape instead of just like a really fine tip. That's what I prefer to use in my brow. This is their shade Blonde. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, set my eyebrows, and I'll be right back to show you guys which lipstick I picked for this monochromatic look. All right, brows done, and now, of course, for the last step of this look, I'm going to be using a liquefied lipstick from the brand Bite Beauty. Now, normally I wouldn't say that this brand is considered affordable, but what is kind of nice, not nice, is that Bite Beauty is reformulating a lot of their lip products, and so a lot of their stuff is on sale right now as they try and, you know, kind of deplete their inventory before they stock back up with their reformulated products. So this liquefied lipstick, that's what they call it, not liquid, liquefied lipstick in the color Chutney. I purchased it actually probably about a year ago, a little less, and it was $12, and I just checked online on the Bite Beauty website and it is still for sale for $12. So I think for the product and for what it is, $12 is a really good affordable price point for it. So I'm gonna go ahead and line my lips first though, since it's not just a nude lipstick. Using a lip liner from the brand Essence. Again, very affordable. I can't believe this is more than $2. And then throw the lipstick on and you guys will see the monochromatic look come together. All right, so everything has come together, I think, really, really well. I think probably Bite Beauty calls these liquefied lipsticks instead of liquid lipsticks. This is just a guess, I'm totally guessing here, because liquid lipsticks tend to have the connotation of they're like matte and they dry really quickly on your lips, but this kind of leaves like a sheen. It doesn't dry completely matte. And I kind of like it better that way. It's a little more comfortable. It's, you know, it wears a lot more comfortably on the lips. And I think actually, I know I've done a couple of looks lately, like the browns look I did where I did the dark eyes and the dark lip and then showed you a different option. I tend to be just a one or the other kind of girl, but again, with the same instance with the browns video I did, this whole monochromatic look looks really cool. I really do like it. I would wear this out. I wouldn't pair down one or the other. I think both of them together look really cool and are really on trend for the season. And of course the colors are perfect for fall. So this is the completed look. I'll go ahead and set my face one more time. Let everything soak in a little. And I think we are done. So I'm happy with the look. I hope you guys really liked it. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.